It's a game of trust, it's a game of luck, it's a game where anything goes. To get the cash on golden balls. Hi, I'm Jasper Carrot and welcome to Golden Balls. We have 3 players here who are all looking to sort their way to the big money. A lawyer, a student and a carer. But who's got what it takes to take the lot? This is what it's all about, the Golden Balls. 25 grand in this one, and in front of me we have 100 more, all stuffed with cash and ranging from £10 all the way to £70,000, all there waiting to be won. The golden question is, which balls will be in today's game? That depends which 12 balls the Golden Bank selects for our players. Let's find out. Start the machine. No one knows how much will be in today's golden balls. Those are the cash balls, but as well as them, there are now some golden balls that each player definitely won't want. There are 3 killer balls. Each player receives 5 at random, 2 for the front row and 3 for the back. Right, so you've each got your 5 golden balls, 12 cash balls and 3 killer balls. What you need to do is try and suss out who's got the worst 4 balls and then eliminate them. If you get it wrong, you'll eliminate some cash balls, but if you get it right and you can remove the killer balls, that cause havoc when you're going into the final jackpot. So let's meet the first of our players, who's Anna from Paris. What do you do for a living, Anna?
So hi Jasper, I'm a lawyer and I'm hoping I'll get a lot of money today to be able to get a flat in London. And I just want to say that I'm a really honest person, so I'll definitely be spitting if I make it to the last round.
That's great, Anna. Let's start the game off by showing us what you've got on your front row.
Yes, of course. Oh, so unfortunately I've had no luck today and have a killer ball. But I have a lot of luck and I have £15,000.
Wow.
So that's a good cash amount.
So let's meet our second player, Sammy. Sammy, am I correct in thinking that you go to Coventry University?
Hi Jasper. It's actually Warwick University, but yes, I go to Warwick University. I'm pursuing management with finance. And just to put it out there, I consider myself a really honest lad, and I would like to win this money in the most fair way possible.
Okay, Sammy, let's see your balls.
All right, let's go on. So I've got 500 in the first one, which could be better. Oh, it's killer ball in the second one.
That's unfortunate. And finally, we have Prachi from Mumbai. So tell me a bit about yourself, Prachi.
So hi, Jasper, I'm from Bombay and I moved here so my children can study here, and I hope to earn a decent amount so I can pay off my mortgage and pay my children's tuition fee.
You sound like a lovely person. And what do you have on your front row?
So my first cash amount my first ball is 75,000.
Wow. Oof.
Wow. And the second one hopefully is good. Oh, 1,500.
Wow, that's an
Not too bad.
impressive front row. So it's now time for you 3 to look to see what you've got on your back row. Shortly, we're going to vote off a second player and their golden balls will be binned and out of the game for good. We have 2 killer balls on show and we need to find a third.
The goal of each player is to get to the final round with the highest jackpot possible with an opponent that is likely to split. It is therefore clear that players are incentivized to vote against players with the lowest ball values. At the same time, they want to reach the final round with a trustworthy opponent who is susceptible to manipulation so that they can win the jackpot.
So who would like to kick us off?
So I'll start off. So even though I've got really small cash amounts like 400 and 700, I've also got a bigger amount of 2,500, and I don't have any killer balls and I have no reason to lie. So choosing me would be a very safe option.
It's a very strong stance to have. What about you guys? What have you got?
I can tell you, obviously I have a killer ball in my front row, but I have decent amount in my back row. 5,000 in the rightmost, 200 in the middle one, which obviously is not the biggest amount, but in the last one I have 20,000.
Well, that's not possible, Jasper, because I'm actually the one who has the £20,000 from the last round, and also I have really good, decent amounts. I have the 15,000 in front. Also, I've been really lucky. I have 12,000 amount cash and a 250. So it's definitely Sammy, I think, who has the killer ball. I have no killer ball, and I have no reason to lie.
There are many endogenous and exogenous variables which influence who progresses through to and wins the final round. Exogenous variables are out of the player's control and refers to characteristics which are determined before the game, such as demographics. Endogenous variables are developed during the game, and players are in control of many of them. They include how the players choose to behave and the value of their bulls. With regard to the first two rounds, a formal game theoretic analysis is impossible as there are simply too many variables which influence the outcome. Table 1 lists variables which influence the outcome. An example of an exogenous variable is social closeness. Sociological literature suggests people are often more suspicious of and therefore less likely to cooperate with contestants who are socially dissimilar to themselves. An example of an endogenous variable is whether a player chooses to be honest. If their bull values are low, being truthful may hinder their chances of reaching the final round, but will improve their chances of winning the jackpot in the final round, as their opponent will trust them. It is clear to see where the trade-off in this example lies. Prachi, Sami, and Anna will now continue playing, which will illustrate the effect of some of the discussed variables.
For the second time, the three remaining players have made their decision and one of them will be binned. It's the hunt for the missing killer with 75 grand at stake. They must flush it out before it does some serious damage in the final round. It's time to reveal who's been chosen to leave.
So Sammy, last time you lied, and I don't know if you're lying this time, but I just don't want to take anyone who's not truthful to the next round. So if you do have the killer ball, just be honest.
Regarding the last round, yes, I lied, but I had to lie to make it through to this round. But in this round, I can assure you I'm not lying. Regarding the 20,000, I'm pretty sure she's lying because she's a lawyer and she knows how to manipulate people.
Well, Sammy, what I think is that I'm sure now actually, you've been just lucky twice, and I know that I don't have another killer bull. I have one killer bull only, and I could assure you, Prachi, you could really trust me. I don't have, and I want to split this money with you that I'll be taking to the final.
So Sammy, who are you voting off?
I've got the 20 grand, so I vote Anna off.
Well, Prachi, you could really trust me because I'm not a liar, and I have a 20 grand, so I'm voting for Sammy because he's a liar.
I'm sorry, Sammy, I think I'm gonna have to vote you off because you lied in the previous round, and she's got the 15,000 as well for sure, so I'm gonna vote you off.
Unfortunately, Sammy, that means you've been binned. Out of the two of you, who's got the killer bull?
I had the killer ball. I didn't have the 20 grand.
In the final round, as shown in the table, players essentially play a prisoner's dilemma game where defection is a weakly dominant strategy. A strategy is weakly dominant if, regardless of what any other player does, the strategy earns a player a payoff at least as high as any other strategy, and the strategy earns a strictly higher payoff for some profile of other players' strategies. From the table, it is clear that one would expect each player to defect, as they are never worse off by doing so. This is not what was observed by Daray et al. 2010 when analyzing 222 episodes of Golden Bulls. They found a unilateral cooperation rate of 55% and mutual cooperation rate of 33%, which is high considering defection is the weakly dominant strategy. There are several reasons why cooperation rates are relatively high despite defection being the dominant strategy. Reasons for this includes players wanting to avoid negative public judgment and players sympathizing with their opponent, resulting in a feeling of guilt if they were to choose to steal. Further reasons are outlined in the briefing document. Continue watching to see what happens between Prachi and Anna.
So Prachi, Anna, congratulations. Today you have a huge jackpot of £81,000. You each have two golden balls in front of you, one with the word split and the other with steel inside. If you both choose the split ball, you share today's jackpot of £81,000 and go home with £40,500. If one of you splits and the other steals, whoever steals will leave with the full jackpot. If you both steal, you go home with nothing. I will now give you a short amount of time to discuss what it is you feel that you want to do and what money means to you.
Look, Prachi, I've been on this throughout the whole game, so you can really trust me. This is way more than the amount than what I could have ever imagined, so I'll definitely be splitting. You can really trust me.
So again, my strategy is always going to be split because I can't even live with the fact that I've lied to someone and I can't do that. So I will go
feel
for
the
split.
same way.
Yeah, and I I think I just needed more to like pay my mortgage and stuff, so it would really mean a lot if you actually said split and actually did split in the end.
Yeah, you could really trust me. I've been honest. I have no reason. I just really want to share this money with you.
Yeah, I agree. Like, just want to like
So
get some.
we're gonna split. You're sure you're gonna split?
I'm going to
We
split.
can shake
for
hands
sure.
and
yeah,
we're gonna
for
split.
sure.
Okay.
For sure.
So Anna, Prachi, I want you to pick either the split or the steel ball now and hold the balls up to your chest. Split or steel? So congratulations Anna, you've chosen the steel ball, meaning you go home with the £81,000 jackpot, whereas Prachi, unfortunately for you, you go home with nothing after choosing the split ball.
I'm
How do
really
you
sorry,
feel?
Prachi, but I really needed the money, and that's the game.
I don't trust you.
That's Golden Balls. I've been Jasper Carrot. Thank you for watching. See you next time.